Alrighty, I'm not gonna lie. I saw this one come through last night, and I was like, I can't be asked to do another one of these. I really thought that I was gonna start to have a little bit of a break once the finals were over, but nope. We gotta keep churning out NBA news. But you know what? It's fine. It's fun. This is a cool one. Malik Monk coming back to the Sacramento Kings. Monk got a 4-year, 78 million. I think that's the most they could give him because was he on early bird rights or they didn't have like any bird rights at all? I can't even remember exactly what it was, but he's not even gonna hit free agency. For those of you that don't know, the reason that like some of these moves are happening right now earlier on in the offseason is now because of like the new CBA. Teams can talk to players that were on their team as soon as the season ends. Like as soon as the season ends, they can start to negotiate this stuff, but the contract doesn't become official until the moratorium phase ends, which I believe is like early July, something like that. So just know that they're just basically saying, yep, nope, he's not even going to hit like free agency like that. We've got the contract ready to go. Cool stuff. I think this is awesome, especially just because I know there were a lot of Kings fans that just didn't think he was going to come back, and reasonably, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he explored some things elsewhere. I didn't think he would just sign like right away in things. I figured he'd go see what other options were out there. I'm sure they kind of knew what the options were at the end of the day, but I know Orlando Magic fans are ill. If you guys go and look at the comments of my ideal offseason of that one, there's so many people like, we're getting Malik Monk. It doesn't even matter. And I was like, I don't think it's that simple. And I tried to even do in my Sacramento Kings ideal offseason. Like I didn't buy on the fact that Malik Monk was like for sure coming back, so we didn't actually put him on the team for that one. But I always thought in my head, I'm like, it just makes sense to stay where you're at because let's be honest, like the thing with Malik Monk is he had a rough start to his career, right? He was in Charlotte. Not a lot of people find a lot of success in Charlotte, and I'm sorry, Charlotte Hornets fans, that's just how it is. He really wasn't figuring it out there. Ended up going to the Lakers and kind of just doing like, just like a little bit of stuff here and there. Maybe a little bit of stuff isn't like the right way to say it necessarily, because I want to say he was scoring like 13, 14 points on like 38 or 39% shooting. So that's pretty awesome. But you didn't see him have like as big of an impact as when he got to the Sacramento Kings, right? Is he was a guy that like they weren't really sure what his role is. Can he just kind of be a scorer? But as soon as he got to the Kings and he was reunited with Fox and Coach Brown really unlocked him there, he's really like developed into like the player that we all know him as today, which is like an ultra like 6-man, can go and get you a ton of points, crazy athlete, not a bad defender in all honesty. Keeps people in front of him pretty well for his size, which is a tough thing to do at just like his frame and everything. It's not always the easiest thing for him to do, but he's become a better playmaker as well. He just fits on the team really well. So it's cool to see that somebody just like him just kind of said, nope, I've recognized that I've got a good thing going on here. Like, let's not do this thing where I sign like a 1-year thing and then try to get like an even bigger contract. Like, let me just go make my money, man. Like $78 million, a ton of money. Let me go get my money right now. And I just love to see when guys do that. We've seen guys like Dennis Schroeder or like Victor Oladipo just like kind of like they've made enough money in their NBA career, right? But like throw away like some big contracts because they want to like bet on themselves a little bit more when it's like, hey man, sometimes there's a big bag in front of you, and I'm not saying you can't bet on yourself ever, but like I like to see when guys are just like, nope, I know I've got a good thing here, I know it works here, let me stay where I'm at, I like my teammates, I like my coaches, like I'm going to get paid good money here, and I'm going to continue to be like a good basketball player. What does this mean for the Kings, though? This is great news for them because I know a lot of people were kind of prepping for them to just not have Monk this year for a lot of reasons. And, you know, there were plenty of people that said, like, no, Monk's just coming back. And again, that was not an unreasonable thought either. Like, for all the reasons I just said, I'm like, that's why I would stay on the Kings if I was Malik Monk. But, you know, he's got his own prerogatives at the end of the day. But this is great for the Sacramento Kings, right? A lot of people forget the Kings were, like, really rolling last year until like a bunch of injuries kind of started happening. I think the Kings run one of the like better systems in the entire NBA. I really think like hub offense is like the best offense to run nowadays. That's just my perspective. When college teams hire me to come in and kind of like tweak things for them, I almost always, if I can, try to implement their system, the Sacramento Kings system, into what they're doing, and I've almost always found like success with it because it's not that hard to teach. There's only a few reads that you really have to understand like that well, and if you have decent enough personnel that can comprehend some very basic movements, I think it goes a long way. But having Malik Monk back on this team and getting another guy that could go get you 20 points every single night to go along with Fox and Sabonis, and presumably Keegan Murray continues to develop, I think that's a huge thing for this team, right? I think Keegan Murray's potential is pretty high, in all honesty. I think we saw a lot of him even in the playoffs when he started to put the ball on the floor a little bit more and work and like be a decision maker and a playmaker for the team. Like I just think it leads to a lot of really cool things. He's already a really good shooter. He's a nice defender. Like I like Keegan Murray a lot. I think this team is really, really interesting. I think if they make like a couple moves here and there, they could really retool like kind of the rest of the roster to get a little bit more defense on the team and just kind of back up the scoring punch that you'll have with that kind of core four. But no, yeah, Sacramento Kings should be really excited about this. I think this is cool. It's the NBA offseason is just so interesting nowadays. I see Zach LaVine trending. I have to imagine we're going to see a Zach LaVine trade somewhat soon. We're what, like not even 24 hours into the whole Caruso-Giddey trade, and I'm kind of surprised how many people and we can get back to the Kings to finish things off, but I'm surprised how many people like don't like that move. I think there's this thing where people are like, well, look at what they could have gotten before. It's like, well, that mistake already happened, right? And so like we can compare and we can and should judge the Bulls front office for maybe not getting more out of him because they should have traded him at the deadline last year. Like, yeah, without a doubt. But now we're here, right? So you can only make good decisions from like the present, right? And I think they made a good decision given the present situation that they were in. So, you know what? That's just what it is, right? We've all like pushed things too far and made mistakes and stuff, and the Bulls have made plenty of those, but I don't know, that's just me. But hey, no, signing Malik Monk and getting this, I think it's a steal of a contract. I'm happy for Malik Monk that he's getting some money and stuff now. I'm glad that he's found a home. I love seeing him in Sacramento. Him and De'Aaron Fox seem like best buds. I think it's really, really cool. I'm just glad Sacramento is just not like a pushover franchise like right now. That just makes me happy to see somebody just like want to stay here and stuff. So I don't know. I think that's really cool. Okay, I wanted to touch on one other thing really quick. New uniforms and stuff. First of all, can NBA teams just please just post a picture with the jersey just like held out like a normal t-shirt would if you just like held it by like the shoulder parts? Like, why do you guys post the pictures like this where we like can't see like the jersey just in its actuality? If we need to, we can zoom in on the details and shit. That just really pisses me off. But the Washington Wizards, I know I kind of rack on them a lot on this channel and stuff just as a franchise. I think they've got the worst name in the NBA, and I don't think many people disagree. And we know that they're probably going to be moving to Virginia somewhat soon, right? They've got plans to build that new stadium and everything like that. I personally think they've got some of the worst jerseys in the NBA too. But what do we think of these? I actually like these. So I actually think these are kind of cool. I've always thought like this format of jerseys is kind of odd. And look, I have no sense of style whatsoever. I'm just curious what the rest of you guys think about this. I put it in my Discord as like hey, what do you guys think of these? Are they fire or not? And people seem to think that they're fire so far. I think it's pretty cool. So I was just curious what like the rest of you guys thought. I'm trying to cover like a couple other things in here. No way they use the Washington football team font on the pants, man. Oh, is that a thing? Oh no. Is that an actual thing? Shout out them for being able to identify that. See, I'm not smart enough to do that. No way someone approved this. Oh no, is it not good? Need to order. You just use the old layout and change the colors. Nope, bro. Draft Alex. Sorry. Yeah, okay, fair. Well, yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. But yeah, that kind of does it. Shout out Sacramento Kings fans, man. You guys got to win today. This is awesome. I hope to see the Kings continue to succeed and stuff like that, and I hope they have a healthy season. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.